we are continuing with our project to make a new outfit for Camryn Coyle and the rest of the guests who will be coming to Mal and Ben's wedding. In the last video, we gave her the bodice and the skirt. In this video, we gave her an outer jacket and the hat. The theme for her outfit is steampunk, so to go with that theme, she will need an awesome hat. We start off with her jacket. First, we made the pattern by tracing her dinosaur t-shirt that she came with. We made one for the body and one for the arms. They are folded in half, then they are cut to make two identical mirrored images of the pattern. Some scrap fabric. I cut two body pieces which became the front and back, and then I cut two arms for the left and right arms. They are sewn together to form a top. Then I cut right in the middle of the front side so the jacket will open up. Then I cut the front side a little shorter to stylize the jacket. And then I folded and glued all the edges so they won't tatter. The jacket is done. It looks a little plain, but we will decide if the jacket needs to be glittered up after we're done with all other accessories in the next video. To make her hat, we cut out one circle, one hollowed out circle that's a little larger than the other circle, and a long strip. The circle becomes the top of the hat, the long strip becomes the side, and the hollowed out circle becomes the rim. I sewed them together to form a top hat. The hat has a pair of goggles sitting on the front. To make the goggles, I cut out two circular eye frames on a piece of craft sticks. Then I cut out a strip of cardboard, painted brown, and then glue the eye frames onto the cardboard. I trimmed the axis so it looks like a pair of goggles. Then the goggles are glued onto some thicker backings so it has some more added dimensions. The goggles are then painted gold all throughout. The goggles needed a little more texture, so I wrapped around some strings around the lens to give a little more dimension around the edges. And then they are also completely painted gold, so it looks like the strings are part of the goggles. Then I glued the legs and then sewn the goggles onto the hat. a pair of boots and a bag and other accessories if she needs some more. We will continue with the project in the next video.